And good. Thank you so much, guys, for joining in. This is the recording session. Okay. So we are going to use ChatGPT for admin work today. So now, as I was saying, this admin work that you're going to do is like um, hiring a person. Let's just assume that you're going to hire an admin person. You are the admin, okay? But hire ChatGPT as an admin because it's very fast. I've used ChatGPT to do so many things. Let's say, for example, if you can see, you can zoom in. I have used ChatGPT for my personal accountability coach. Like there are things I want to do. There are plans I want to do. So I use it. Let me just get inside so that you can see. Let's say this is the plan we were doing sometimes back. I think was on Wednesday. So we are planning already 2025, 2026, 27, 28, 29. So we are already planning. So all of these things are the plans we are planning together, the things I will be doing, and yeah, objectives, OKRs, so that I will be able to tick. And then in the end, it gives me a JSON file that I can put in Notion. Notion is another tool that we are going to use, although I am not sure we'll be able to cover that today. So it has helped me to do all of these things. So this is ChatGPT as my personal accountability coach. ChatGPT is my coach. Okay. Now, when I go here, I have hired ChatGPT to think as the CEO and CTO in Beautify Neuro Group. Now, my business. Okay. So I am the one who is running the Beautify, right? But I've hired ChatGPT and it has all of the knowledge, all of the things that we are doing in Beautify. He knows everything. Look, he knows the plans, he knows where we are at the website, he knows the strategy we are using, he knows the tools we are using. So even if we are running like let's say a campaign or there's a problem on our website, it will be able to know. So here is when ChatGPT think like a CEO, CTO. Now, differentiate these two things. There is ChatGPT as my personal accountability coach. So in that project, okay, in that project, ChatGPT think like a personal coach. Even the way he talks to me, even the things he knows about me, those are the things he knows about. But when I come here to see you, a CTO, it forgets about all those. Well, it does not forget, it still has them, but still has them somewhere. But right now, he is thinking as a CTO. He's thinking as Chief Technology Officer or Chief Executive Officer. So we are developing, let's say this is like a package. Okay. It's like a package we're developing some months ago. No, it was actually last week. So all of these are the things that we are doing as it is as my CTO and CTO. And then now, this is a project I've been working on. I have hired it to be an executive admin assistant. Now, this is what we are going to be doing. Now, for the sake of, I've shown you how I've used ChatGPT. I've used it for a personal accountability coach, and this is just ChatGPT. I also use Cloud. Cloud is my favorite. I also use Copilot. Copilot has become so much. Um, I've been using Copilot lately a lot because the placement of it's just so easy to use and so near. And then now we are going to start a new project. This is how now we are going to this is how we are going to hire ChatGPT as your admin work. Okay, now let's take a break. If we are still together, please a thumbs up, a thumbs up, a thumbs up, and we can continue. All right, so I just show you how I use AI for me. Okay, now this is what you are going to do. For those who have a laptop, for those who are ready to practice with me, just go to when you go to ChatGPT, I know you already have a ChatGPT account. That one is for certain. So just start a new project. When you click on a new project, then you are going to name your project. So let's just say um, admin assistant for a class on AI. That's okay, right? But this is where now you're going to, for people who are doing schoolwork, let's say they are doing their projects and they need to, I know there are people here who are doing their final year projects and everything. So you can now use ChatGPT to help you in your research and everything. Doesn't mean that he's going to do everything for you. You have to provide everything that it needs to help you. So now here I go and create a project. When I go and create a project, this is admin assistant for class AI. Now I have hired ChatGPT. I have a mentor of mine. He's like, hire ChatGPT. And sometimes I was asking him for some legal things. Was it illegal? Yeah, it was legal. And he was like, I mean, he was like, you are able to have an advocate, right? And he was like, and I was like, I don't know anybody and I don't even have money to hire them. He was like, use ChatGPT. And it was so funny that conversation ended me hiring a ChatGPT for not ChatGPT, I hired Cloud to be my legal advisor. So right now, every time I'm running into a legal maybe situation, I just ask Cloud and it gives me proper good documents. So this is now how you are going to give it your cue. So when you're being hired in a company, after the process and everything, they will tell you what you are expected to do. So this is where now we are going to be using AI to 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 tell it what we are expecting from it, right? Like for me, for example, I'm going to run a class on AI. I'm going to tell it, hey, chat, in this project, I want you to act as a as an admin assistant for classes or webinars that I do on AI and auto automation. Here is my landing page. So that's the landing page I have given you guys in the group, the one you have used to be able to be here. So I'm just gonna copy paste it and then bring it here. So where are you? So, um, there are people who are joining just right now in the group. Let me just send a reminder. They are late, but we can still have them. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to send to give it, I'm going to give it, I'm going to give it yeah, I'm going to give it my copy. I'm going to give it that landing page that you have used because it has so many information. I will be sharing the webinar information in that landing page. And the details about me is in the okay. So now see now when you're here, you can now see these are the things that I've just is like a it's like a hiring workbook. Let's say these are the function I'm expecting chat to be um doing. Okay, as just simple. So I am expecting you to be creating uh, official and official documents for me on this and help me. Now, this is huge. It's going to also help me identify some opportunities I can apply for or tap into. So now I have just given it some, yeah, we are still good, still good. The time is still okay. So now, we just, and then he's like, got it. Thanks for sharing the landing page since you want me to accept. So now I have specifically told it to act as an admin assistant. Okay. So it's going to act as an admin assistant. Now, check this out. It has given me professional docs for webinars and outlines, curriculum and everything, slide decks. It's going to even create slides, presentations for me, right? Imagine it's going to do for me certification preparations, forms, registration forms for people who are going to apply. You see, it's going to also do even class management and everything, do a schedule, do a draft email preparation for everything. And then these are the opportunities I can tap into. It has already given me partnership, funding grants, speaking gigs, certification and recognition, upselling, all of those things. Those are the opportunities I can use. Now, let's say, um, in just a matter of seconds, okay, this AI that I've just hired has given me all of that summary from just one prompt that I've given it. And remember, guys, AI is all about prompting. If you give it bad things, it will give you bad things. So if you give proper good prompting, it will give you back proper good prompting. Okay. So now, you see, when you hire a person, when you hire an admin, they will come and say, "Oh, I've done your work. There it is." But now, look, it has also even come and suggested what we should do next. It said, draft a professional webinar information pack. Let's say agenda, objective, benefits, target audience, registration details, and all of those things. Or map out a list of potential opportunity partners, right now. Let's just say, I want to do one. Okay. And then see what it's going to do for me. Uh, look, it look all of these things it has done. So let's say title for the webinar, it has given me the title for the webinar, it has given me a short description for the session, objectives, target audience, key topics, and everything. Okay. So now, me as an admin, maybe I want to do some admin work. Okay. The difference is going to be, what's the difference between using this and using just a normal regular ChatGPT? uh, the new chat there in the chat GPT. So the difference is going to be when you use this, it has already it has a memory on its own. It knows where your informations are. It knows everything about you. It knows maybe the dates that you had planned before. It knows everything. So when you come here, you don't start from scratch. So it leaves you space to even, wake up and like let's say, okay, let's take a scenario, a normal scenario. Let me give you a simple example. Let's say you are an admin for organization, let's say organization A. Okay. And then this morning, you are talking about a particular project you are going to do, and then they have asked you to come up with an email or a letter to apply for that kind of partnership. Okay. So when you come here, you don't always start by saying, a good prompt, it gives you a good, return. So when you come back, it knows exactly your informations. It knows exactly your email address. It knows exactly your format you have used before. And then this new partnership, we just mentioned, we can do this, we can do that. We want to partner with these people, we want to partner with those people. Now, let me explain as I am practicing, as I'm just doing it right here so that you guys can see. Let's just say they have asked me to create a document. Now, I want to create a letter to send to a school, let's say a university. Let me just be specific, to Nairobi University. Okay. To give me, let's say, a gig to teach tech guys about AI for one day, a 1 day conference, for example. This coming October. And then I just tell it, be professional, and you can use, but about me. Okay, so now it already knows, let's say, it already knows what I do in AI and everything. So look, it's going to structure for me everything that I need. Let's say, look, look, look. So it knows already that I'm a founder of Beautify Neuro Group. I don't know why it has not filled my name. Normally, enough, it usually fills my name and my email, my phone number. Maybe I did not give it information before. So those are the things that I just need to fill in and just have it there. And then subject proposal, dear head admin name. So I just replace admin name and everything, blah, blah, blah. So let's say this is good, and any ChatGPT, any AI, any prompt, any new chat can do this. Okay. But now when I come and say, that opportunity went well, okay, and I was granted to to them, speak to them. Now, I want you to send me a follow-up email to thank them and to suggest a date of 10th October from 9 to, let's say, 4 p.m. 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Let me just fill in. Okay. So now let's say that project is still, now, now that's where now we are going to separate between having AI inside this new project and having this admin assistant as like your admin assistant. Um, compared to now have it just as a new chat. So let's say you have done this work and everything, and then maybe in the afternoon you're coming home and maybe there's something you want to work on, and then you use a new chat. It will start new things afresh, okay? So ChatGPT will leave this first work and then start answering depending on where you are right now. Let's say that evening. But the next morning, maybe this opportunity has been granted and everything, okay? And now it needs you now to reply back. When you come back to where we have started this new project as our admin assistant, it will give you, it will continue. It did not stop thinking. It knows where exactly we are. Okay. So look, it's like, dear recipient names, blah, blah, blah. I would like to sincerely thank you for the university. Na, 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 na. To move forward, I propose the date of Thursday. Na, na, na. You see, one day conference, artificial intelligence and automation. Please let me know if dates, it's na, 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 and everything. You see, it knows everything. Let's say that same day, they're asking you now, oh, okay, that was an opportunity for Nairobi University. Let's just apply for another opportunity, maybe for Kenyatta University. And then you're like, oh, yeah, let me just prep a document. Okay. Hi. I want to expand. Okay. Maybe some clever admin will just take what they did for Nairobi University and then bring it to Kenyatta University. They just copy paste and then change some few things. But look what ChatGPT can do, and it's clever. I want to expand to now ask the Kenyatta University for the same opportunity. Please make sure you include that our portfolio is a big, we have already. You can clearly see that I am not used to admin work, even though the way I'm describing it. We have already gotten some gigs with Nairobi University. Nairobi University. Okay, so now here we go. Got it. So now you see, supposed to facilitate one day artificial intelligence automation. Now we are done with Nairobi University. Now this is Kenyatta University. Okay, look inside. We have proposed so many things. And then these are my informations. I specialize into all of these. I would delighted to discuss the belief session completely. I'm looking to mention as yeah. Let me see if it's the same thing. I don't believe it's the same thing as before. Yeah, yeah. So you see, it has brought me something different, but what I'm looking is not there. And as you know, ChatGPT can make mistakes. I'm trying to see where it has included that we already have. Oh, yeah, here. Hmm. Yes. So you see here, when you are writing this email, it sends, I was honored to be invited by the University of Nairobi to conduct one day as a is coming in, and that as to our growing portfolio of engagement. Now, it has brought me to a point of starting afresh from applying for this gig in Nairobi University. Now it has brought me to a point when I am applying for a new gig. It is also bringing the other gigs that I've done as a growing portfolio. So you are like, we can do this for you because we have done and we have an engagement with this other university. So you can trust us. You see? So it's just crazy and good. And I hope I'm going to leave this session here at this point because you can do so much things and Yeah, you can do a lot. But before I go, let me use this 8 minutes to just um, do something. Okay. Now, look, you see all of these are the discussion that I've done with ChatGPT. Now, we are going to get a bit technical. Okay. Now, help me with a JSON file of this chart. Now, what is a JSON file? A JSON file is a way ChatGPT or any chatbot stores their information. Okay. So that's how they communicate to each other. They use files called JSON files. Okay. So whenever I have a discussion I'm having with this chat, with this chatbot, okay, and I want to go to another chatbot, the way this chatbot is going to talk to another chatbot is going to be through this JSON file. Okay. For Grok is another chatbot run by X or previously Twitter. So the way Grok is going to understand what I've been talking about with ChatGPT is through the JSON file. So right now, what I like about Grok is it has an access to every database of Twitter. And as you know, Twitter is like the most active, social media right now. Okay. I wish we had something for LinkedIn, but we don't. Okay. But now let me just now go and start a new discussion with Grok. Okay. Now, since Grok has a 24/7 minute per minute update on every single thing that is happening, especially on Twitter, it knows where the new opportunities are. They update information where they are. I know you know that ChatGPT usually uses past information. For example, the things we have been working on with ChatGPT, they are like July or August or September. I think it's September, but I'm sure it's not up to date. It's not like daily. It's not like instant. It's not like Grok. So since ChatGPT knows what I do and everything that I do, I'm going to upload that JSON file of mine. Okay. And then I'm going to put into Grok and then tell Grok, this is all that we have been doing with chat, and I want to identify 10 new opportunities that are out there that can help me grow my portfolio. That I got, and you can include active institution for such role. So once I do that, try again and use different model. Hmm, It's happening with Grok. Okay. Definitely, there's something wrong about it. Let's do this. Hi, Grok. Let me see if it's working. Okay. There's something wrong about Grok right now. Never mind. Hi, Grok. All right, it's back. I just copy paste what you have done and upload the file. These guys also can get sick. So, all right. So now it's searching the web for me. As I said, it's 24/7. It's up to date, minute per minute. It has access to X, all the X threads, everything that is being happening there. It has access to all of those things. So it's going to do some magic for me and then suggest some few things. Now, guys. It's time for you to say something as we wait for this thing to do. Just any hey, 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 hey. The things are already here. Just do a thumbs up just so that I know I am with people. Yeah. You see now, look at this. A thumbs up, guys, before we continue with Grok, and then we go to Zapier. How is it going so far? Let's say you say what are you learning, and remember you are allowed to ask any question, or even if you just want to say hi, please just go ahead.
Stefan, I'd like to ask you if you have the free version of those AI tools. Is it not, can I bring a limitation or is still okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. So everything that I've been using, everything that I've been doing here, they are all for free. I am not using any ChatGPT Premium, not using any Grok Premium. Everything is just free. Okay. Yes, yes, Nancy. You just need to go where I showed you on projects, and then you are able to start and then give it description of the type of person you want that project in that project for ChatGPT to act as. If you want ChatGPT to act as your baby, you can also do that. You'll be like, I want you to act as my baby. If you want to add it as maybe your husband, maybe in the future we'll see that, something like that. So if you want it to act as an admin, it it will act as your executive admin assistant. Okay. But remember, that's just level one. That's just level one. You're going to go now to new levels where now it's going to be automated. This email has just come in. I don't have time to reply. Just ChatGPT will understand the email and then send back a forwarding email, or it will know what to do. Or if it's just a meeting, it will just plan that meeting in your Google Calendar. So there's so many things we are going to explore today. It's just that I'm starting to see time. Yes. Any other question before we continue? I guess not. We will cover that in the next phase. So let's continue. Now, I don't know if you can see my screen. I wear glasses, so I can really literally see small things. Now, I hope now you can see. Okay. Now, see like this. Remember, based on a successful gig at University of Nairobi, remember, I've identified 10 actionable opportunities in Kenya and East Africa for late 2025. These leverage your growing credibility as a webinar host, university speaker, blah, 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 engagement features and everything. So remember, I just gave Grok. I did not even talk a lot of things with Grok. I just gave it those things, okay? And then I was like, this is all that I've been doing. Please check the JSON file, and it knows whatever things we have talked about. Now, there is opportunity right now for a speaker at AI Expo Africa 2025, regional draw for East African, blah, blah. There is an panelist speaker at Africa AI meetups, Premium FinTech, AI event, keynote workshops, speaker proposals, facilitators at AI. All of those are the things that are going to be happening late this year. So September, October, November, and December. So some of them He has already given me the dates, October 29, where it's going to happen, Kisumu, Kenya, October 4th, Kisumu, Kenya as well. So it has already October 1st, UNDP facilitator for UNDP Digital and AI Skilling Program, all of these things, of which I think I'm going to apply. Now, let's say China in ITU, AI Skill Coalition, Global Program customizing AI robotic courses and training facilitation teachers. East Africa rollout to include kit distribution to school union. No, no, no. Let me identify one skill, one gig I can apply. AI trainer role at one digital East Africa for international conference. Okay, let's just say I want to apply for this now. Ha, usually like using this. I want to apply for number 5. For example, can you prepare for me everything that they do? Okay, for me to send, and what I need for me to send my application. So you see, if even if you are an admin, you can even identify, let's say, a proposal. Maybe your organization raises funds, for example. You can just see organizations that are now giving funds, for example. Or for example, if you run services, you analyze different let's say different businesses you can apply to, and then it will give you around your area. Okay. Now it has gone to the internet, find wherever the thing is. I don't even want to know who, I don't want to know the poster, I don't want to know anything. And look at this, it has already given me a proposed text. Look, I've attached, you find my bio and everything. Dear Vabu and okay, in Africa, I hope this email finds you well. My name is Steph, and I already created an email for me. Okay. And guess what? Look at this email. When you look inside this email, you find that he has added the University of Nairobi and the date I have with University of Nairobi, African Innovators, now Kuto for African Innovators. You see all of these things. It has gone to a point of learning what they do and what they need from me as an applicant to everything I've given it. Remember the JSON file from the chat we did with ChatGPT, and then he has brought them together to be to give me this, email that that I can send. Right now, I can even literally copy and go and apply, which I think I'm gonna do, by the way. So you see, this is Grok. Okay. So you see, I have identified my pages, I have identified my opportunities, and I've given what I do, and I know the opportunity, and I know every key highlights delivered one day, blah, 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 what I can do. I have already created an email I can send to them. I know the agenda. Look at their agenda. It's going to be 10 minutes or whatever. So you can do so much thing with this, but remember, it all started by applying ChatGPT or giving ChatGPT work to do as our admin. So how can you use this into your organization? You can you can just be the admin. Maybe you are the admin. I'm not saying AI will replace you because we still need admin people. But you as an admin, it gives you wings. They say I've seen the Red Bull, how's it called? The Red Bull adverts. When you drink Red Bull, it gives you wings. Say, even this ChatGPT, it will give you wings. It will take you to do things in one day that you could have done for like, I don't know, a week or so. So it is very important. So please, guys, I urge you, start doing this, start applying. Yeah. And then let's just take a quick break. Any question, any comments. And remember, this is to challenge your mind to start explore this AI course. Maybe right now you are not able to apply right now, you are not able um to practice right now, but I know in the future you will need it. So I'm just giving you hits and tricks and things that you can start thinking as you do your work. Okay. So now any comment as now we go to the Goliath of today, Zapier, to automate now our workflow. Any comment, anything? Any comment,
Comment
please?
sections.
Thank you,
Some people
Nancy.
have wrote.
Yes, thank you, Joy. Y- yes, Nancy.
I was saying like some people have wrote some questions in the chat, so maybe you
Oh,
can.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. Let me just check. Let me just check the chat section. And thank you, Nancy. Thank you for that. Okay, so it's not using AI. Nice, nice rules. I'm doing well. Are you using a paid version? No, no, Victor. I'm not using any paid version. It's totally for free. It may, based on your experience, how to select a good AI to use based on a project. Okay, good. So, this is such a good question, Amy, because different chatbots are good for different type of things. Okay, for example, remember I had to move from ChatGPT to go to Grok to give me, up-to-date information and things that have been published. Maybe on X, maybe those guys who are running their expo, they have published their posters and things that are going to happen, and then X has given that information to Grok. Sorry. And then he was able to give me what I needed. So, I don't know how to answer you this, but you have to know. Let me just give you a quick masterclass on this. ChatGPT, for me, people will like you differently, but ChatGPT for me gives me like a one-to-one conversation. Like it's so human to the point you feel like you are talking to a person. So if I'm hiring a person, let's say as an admin, I need someone to talk to me as if I'm talking to a person, someone to suggest things. Oh, okay, we have done this. Can we now do this? You see now the way it has given me all those stuff, you know. And I'm sure tomorrow if I go and I want to apply, it will also suggest other universities that it thinks they are suitable for what I'm doing. Okay. So ChatGPT is good for, let's just say, not human interaction, but a kind of conversation where you have someone, you explore your idea, so it's good for exploring ideas. Yeah, ChatGPT. It's good to explore ideas. I have not been using Gemini Google recently a lot because because of so many things, but I will not talk about Gemini today because I think I might not really, I don't know exactly right now where they are. So I will just go and say cloud. Okay. Number three most used right now is it cloud? Cloud is still number one, I think. So cloud is good for documents. You see that document that ChatGPT has just given me? That's just nothing compared to what cloud can do. Cloud can do long proposals, can do 20 pages kind of documents. So let's say for your kind of work, maybe you are writing some proper, concise documents that are longer. They are more detailed, they are more professional. You need to spot everything inside. Please use cloud. Let's say you are doing your like university work. People are seeing university. Uh, you have an assignment. Use cloud. It's good. It's proper. But if you want to throw some ideas, use ChatGPT first and then export the JSON file. Remember, you just tell ChatGPT, give me all this conversation in a JSON file. And then after giving you a JSON file, you go to cloud and you're like, now, depending on this conversation we've had, give me a document for this. And then it will give you a good document in PDF format. So cloud is good for documents, longer formats document, text. If you are a lawyer, if you are an admin, you want to check the details inside the project proposal or something, cloud, I would advise, and it's for free and it's good to use for free. Okay. Now, Grok. Grok is good to explore ideas that are up to date ideas, things that you want to know what's happening right now, today. Okay. Let's say, for example, let me continue sharing my screen. So yesterday, there has been an announcement made by OpenAI to automate things and to suggest what you can do next depending on your what you're doing. So I'm not going to talk about that announcement, but let me ask Grok. Hey Grok, depending on what OpenAI has published yesterday, uh, yesterday on Twitter and X, what do you think I can do to tap into that opportunity? Or what was said even? So, for example, I know there's a very booming post that Sam Altman, OpenAI, made yesterday, and it's such a new revolution right now. And I know if I go to ChatGPT, it will be able to retrieve, but I don't really trust that much. So I would prefer to use Grok. And then here is the buzz. So it's going to retrieve what they said. It's going to tell me exactly what they meant, things behind how it works, and then how can I tap into this for my portfolio. Remember, I'm still employing this guy because it has access to my chat GPT JSON file I've had. Remember where I hired ChatGPT as my assistant and it knows everything about what I'm doing, what I want to do, and the future of these trainings. So you see, it has, yeah, here we are. So how can you tap into that, into this for your portfolio, display right into your AI automation warehouse, especially pass for practical students. So now it has, let me explain what happened yesterday. So yesterday, the news were like ChatGPT was announcing that they are going to do what we call an automation depending on it's like AI, proactive AI. Okay. So it's not only going to answer what you have asked, it's going to also suggest what you can do. Okay. So now, I don't think we have time to read all of this, but it has Grok can give you up-to-date information, just generally. Yeah. And then if you are someone who uses if you're someone who uses Google, Microsoft Edge, if you're someone who uses Microsoft, this is not what I want. Hmm, Yes. Now, if you're someone who uses Microsoft Edge, you will be able to use Copilot. But the good thing about Copilot is placed somewhere better, but it always runs under ChatGPT, so it's like using ChatGPT. Aha. And Nancy Tia asked about how do you ensure that you remain authentic while using AI? Wow, a good question. So this is where now we come, well, this is where we come in now. The thing I was saying about projects. Okay. Remember, you are able to feed in information that you have about you. Okay. So over time, with that project, with everything that you have been doing with ChatGPT, it will learn about you and what you do and your style of talking and things that you do, things that you aspire to do. For example, for me, I have where it is my personal coach. Okay. It knows what I'm doing. It knows what I will be doing next week. And then if I start and I'm like, remember the project we're talking about? I need a document for that, or I need a Twitter poster for that. He knows exactly what I do. He knows exactly who I am because now I have fed into those projects. That's why I'm saying if you have particular things in your life, maybe if you are a student, create a project as a student and say, this is me as a student, act as my advisor or as my teacher or something who will going to help me doing all of these things and provide all of the informations. And you just show them. You can even give it your school ID number. Some documents it will require for you to write school ID numbers. It will fill that information for you. You can put in what you do and everything. So it's going to be authentic depending on you. That's level one of authenticity. Like not just applying things generically, but it knows where you are, it knows what you do. So it's going to curate information for you depending on you and what you do. That's level one. Level two of authenticity is AI is so broad, like literally broad. What is not broad though is our prompts. So that's why now we need to learn something called prompt engineering. How do you prompt well, like the things that you are doing? How do you get to prompt it to the point it's going to understand and be creative? Okay. So in that prompt, when you are telling ChatGPT, I want this, I want that, I want this, and I want that, you can particularly tell it, hey, I want you to be professional. I want you to be fun, and I want you to give it all those characteristics. If you're doing something like this professional, you can just tell it, act as a professional who do this and this and this. And it's going to separate you, if I can say that, from all of those other things. Level number three, that's higher. Level number three, which is higher, is whatever ChatGPT is giving you, take it, okay, go to cloud or some other tool that you like. For me, I usually take things from chat and then I go to cloud. I'm like, this is what chat has given me. This is our discussion. Can you be more creative than this? Let me tell you, those chatbots, they like trolling each other. They will never admit that whatever you were given is enough. Even if you're coming from cloud to ChatGPT, it will always find new twists. So that's what I usually do, at least for me. I just take things from ChatGPT, take it to cloud, and let's tell cloud, can you be more creative than this? It will give you wonderful things because it has everything, the base information. Now it needs to tweak it, make it a bit, better. So there you go. That's the most authentic, like automated way you can be authentic. Yeah. Otherwise, you can still go the old way of just typing or writing the way you want. But that's just so outdated right now, at least for me. I don't think I am able to do that right now. I can still do, but I feel it's too much work. Yeah, I really like too much work. Good, good guys. Thank you so much for your questions. I said, remember what I said? I said, you guys, I'm not going to laugh at you. Remember, we are here to help each other, and I totally understand. Please, even if we are done here, go on our WhatsApp group, just start texting, start asking questions. We'll help each other out, and I know it's going to be good. Now, you will allow me to
Uh,
extend. Yes, Nancy? Is that Nancy?
allow me to ask, yes, this question.
Yes.
Like, what about like if you do this admin work with AI, but
Yes.
maybe you are submitting to someone, they have those tools that they can verify if the work has been done by you or by AI.
Yes.
So how can you navigate through that so that like you can still do your work and use AI, but I can't, okay, I don't know how to say it, but you are not caught as if, yeah, it can look somehow okay authentic.
Okay. Yeah.
So how
Authentic.
can, because they have tools to verify if your work has been done by AI.
Okay. 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 I get you. Um, Let me pause first. Okay. Now, remember in this, well, in 1990, when internet started coming in, people started using internet, started getting things from the internet, and people were like, "That's fishy. We don't want them. We just want your authentic things, like your authentic mind." Especially for schools, they'll be like, "Don't Google things, come up with them from your own mind." And then the situation started changing, and then we expected to do some research over the internet and come up with clear things that we did and everything. So now I believe where we are going next is going to be all about AI. So, number one, most of organizations and most of the people and most of the initiative, professionally speaking, if everybody's using, AI, and nobody is going to come at you like you are an admin, you have created an email using AI, and people are starting to say, no, that's not what we want. In my own opinion, if that organization still doesn't want to use AI to create documents and all of those things, please leave. They are not going anywhere. They will be left behind, and you will be left behind with them. Okay. So professionally speaking, people are expected nowadays to use AI. Okay. However, however, there are some other situation, there are some other situation that AI is prohibited or seen as something that is not authentic. For example, if you're writing a book, yeah, that's a question mark. If you're writing, let's say for me who is doing my thesis, in my thesis, there are tools that are going to check if the work I've done is AI generated or not. Also, if you are, let's say in school, obviously, right now, assignments, not really a lot, but like assignments, you can still go to cloud and say, this is a schoolwork. I want it to be as authentic as possible, and I don't want them to quote to catch you and say that I've used you. It can still give you good, valid, information and valid documents that you can use. But when you go to a higher level where they are going to check, Nancy, and I believe this is where now you come in, your question comes in. When you go to a higher level, where you are expected to be authentically creative in your own way, everything to come in your own mind, and maybe things you search online and then you write. There are tools. That was not planned for today, but there are tools called AI checker. So those AI checkers tools, they are often actually for people who are using AI for documents, every document created by AI is going to um, is going to have some codes behind that is going to tell people that you have used AI. Okay. For example, I don't know if let's just do it. Guys, can you see GPT-0 on my can you see GPT-0? Say yes or no if you can see it. I've shared my screen. This was not planned for today. Yes, Ricky. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your feedback, Mr. Ricky Young. So let's just go. I think you can see my screen here. So I'm still inside my admin work. And then let's say, for example, there's a scenario where I need a document for mm, let's say they say I need a poster, not a poster. I need a newsletter. It's a topic about the evolution of AI and what I am personally doing to bridge the gap between tech and non-tech people. So it's going to suggest a topic, create, excellent, create a document for me about this, not a document, sorry. I did not take coffee today, guys. Sorry, my head is a bit behind. We can create a full blog about this. So it's going to create a blog for me. But remember, blogs are usually also like AI. People who uses AI to write blogs right now are seen as non-creative, although I can differ with that. Let me just copy paste this whole blog. Okay. So assume this is maybe your academic text, or maybe your book, or maybe some other thing that you are doing and you don't want people to see that you're using AI. So remember, this is a tool called GPT-0. Okay. When you place what AI has given you, okay, and then you scan, well, they are going to ask me to create an account, I believe. So I have placed there, remember GPT-0, and wait. It's going to scan, it's going to give me, okay, 7 days. Okay, continue. Yeah, confirmed. I'm registering, and look at this. We are highly confident this text was absolutely fully AI generated. Oh my God, I'm a student. Uh, uh, whatever. Let's continue. Film success claim, blah, blah. Come on, journalism. No, thanks. So you can add in the Google Docs, and you will go. So let me paste again. Huh? Yeah. So let me scan. So when I scan, it's going to give me this text was AI generated, for example, fully. Okay. Now, what I can do, you see, like all of these. Let me just do this. Mm, wait, yeah. Okay. So let me just do this. So you see, like this, everything here is AI generated because I just copy pasted. Okay. Sentences are likely AI generated. Now, how the question now becomes how now do you go about this? Okay. What you do is you copy, okay? You copy all of these things. You see, like there are things like strong, strong, all of those stuff. What you do is go copy all of these things into where did it go? Okay. Okay. So what you do, I hope you guys are still following. You go to maybe a Google Word, okay? Paste the document there and remove. So go to your text, okay? Try to identify where everything is. Let's say every time you're going to
Stefan,
see, yes,
blank.
Nancy,
Your screen is blank. We can't see. I don't know.
you can't see my screen?
Like it's
Oh,
no,
oh,
like
okay, 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 yeah. Sorry. I need to share. I need to share where I am. Sorry. So what I did is I copied what they gave me and then I put into this notepad and then here it is. So what I'm doing is I'm removing every single they just call them code. Okay. These two code that are here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do again. I believe there are some tools out there that can remove all of this for you for free. So it's just that Copilot is everywhere. Remove this one. Remove. Oh my God, this is a lot. I don't think we have time, but you just remove all those strong, and then copy, and then bring them again here. And do I have, can I scan? 3 out of 3 AI scan left. Well, I've used all my free plan things, but I don't know if you can see like bridge the gap to 2%. These are words that we identified that are AI powered, I think. Let me see this phrase in our document that I said likely to be used AI instead of human. So they are going to show you things you are going to do, like the words that are most probably AI generated. And maybe you can scan again. For me, I can't right now. And I've used all my free AI vocabulary scan. Yeah. So anyways, guys, I think we can go on. This thing will take us forever. Mm, So let me go again and come back. Let me see if there's any other tool. But why are we even on desktop? Yeah, checker for PDF and text. You know what you can do, Nancy? What I suggest you do, okay, you see have just go again and ask, how can I make sure that this text will pass the scanner? So I'm going to just throw the question at ChatGPT and then see what they will ask. They will tell me to do. So mention your personal story, blah blah, speaking personal vocabulary, use words phrases personally, like use phrasing. Too generic sentence structure. So what AI is telling me is to just take the document and then put in my own word, actually to freeze happening. These tools are so many. So, anyways, guys, um, I don't want us to take forever. Okay. Okay. Any other question before we go? So two things, guys. We were able to cover the level one, and the questions just became so many. Now, the time is already over, obviously, as you have seen. So I think we should stop. Okay. 100% probably AI generated. So when you look at this, there are words that are most probably human, generated, others that are ChatGPT generated. Most of the times, this will not be a bother for anybody, but as you can see, you can just deal with the ones that are highly highlighted and then just change. When you go to ChatGPT, it has suggested that what you do is you try to include. So you take this document and then start putting your own story. Start putting. You see, like a quick look at the evolution of AI. All of this was a bit generic, and everything. So what you can do is put some things that are personally yours, add some stuff, maybe break some grammar purposefully, and you can pass. You can pass. I'm sure if you break your grammar maybe once or twice, it will not be telling you that it's AI generated. So now, as you see in this checker, all of the words that were like these ones that are not really highly highlighted, they are most likely to be human. And as you can see, this is the place where now AI started putting my own personal story. Remember the partnership with the University of Nairobi. You see what I am doing. You see, for example, from the point where I am introducing what I am doing to bridge, the gap, it has it has gone from really, really yellow to a bit fading yellow because now I'm putting my personal story, I'm putting my goal simple to help more people, AI, blah, blah, blah. You see? Now, I just have any other idea. Nancy, if you're still with me, I'd love to run another check with you. Remember, this was a blog post, okay? Now, let's try something a bit personal that AI knows. Remember, this AI as an admin assistant, it knows me, okay? It knows what I've been working on. It knows University of Nairobi. It knows everything, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy paste this email for Kenyatta University, the one we did earlier, and then I am going to paste it here. And then you are going to see how much AI generated is. So you can still um, do something with AI, but it is less likely AI generated. Like for example, look at this. This has scored 8%. Okay, because most of the subject proposals, most of the things I've been doing, you know, it's personal and it knows me. So it's a bit human-like. Of which actually it brings me to a conclusion that whenever you use like project-based, okay, remember here, project-based, where you call it as your admin assistant and then you feed your own information and it curates everything depending on you, it is bringing down that gap of this is purely AI generated and this is purely human because it can identify some human connections, some human stories, some of your own personal stories. So for me, I think this is the best way to go about it. But if you are doing things like these blog posts where now they start saying, the evolution of AI, the evolution of gap, so the gap existing. So this is just generic information. I hope I have answered your questions. Your questions are very important because I know you have been using AI, but there are still some gaps. There are still some gaps here and there. So we are going to focus on questions and then maybe we'll see the way forward. I think I have underestimated the time. There is another question by Victor. How do you check code or how do you humanize it? Same thing. So, number one, codes usually are generated to highlight maybe this thing was capital letters, small letters, this is italic. So the codes are usually there. So what you do, copy paste the text that you have been given, run it to maybe Notepad, your laptop. It has an application called Notepad. Put it there. Every single code that you will see, every single thing that you know it's not a word, it is most probably a code that is bracket in, bracket out, all of those things. So they can be removed, okay? And then it is more human-like. Now, how do you humanize it? As AI told us, how you humanize it is mostly putting your own personal story, the things that you do, things that are not just from the internet, things that you do. Like, for example, when I introduce, or this is what I do, this is what I want to do for the University of Nairobi, this is what I want to do for the University of Kenya, all of those things, it took them and then it made them, to look and to be more me and what I do and what I stand for and what is my mission. So that's how you can humanize it more. So, for example, in the future, maybe you're working on an assignment, a school assignment, or maybe your boss has given you a document to work on. Please make sure that that document has more of your organization stuff than the things that AI is going to generate from the internet. Okay. For example, as you consistently use maybe admin assistant part of the project in your website, no, not website, in your ChatGPT, remember they are going to be things you're going to feed in. Let's say documents, images. Sometimes for me, I even put, logos. I will show you. I will show you. So I've even used logos and everything. So it is more organization-like, and it brings even the let me show you what I've done. So this is one of the projects I've been working on with an initiative. So we have been working on some executive documents and everything. So this is our chat. Look, I've even fed the logo. So when it is creating a document and there is a space we put the logo, it comes here, take the logo, make it my own. So all of those steps, they make the document that you are creating and everything that you are creating to be a bit personal-like more than human-like. I want to try something with you. I hope you guys are okay. Okay. Blog about me and my to So remember, I said I employed ChatGPT to be my personal accountability coach. So I'm going to also create a blog. Remember that first blog was 100% AI generated. But this, because it knows me, it knows my plans, it knows everything that I'm doing, it knows that the assignment I've worked for in the past and everything, I am going to feed in into, I hope these guys are not going to ask me to pay again. Let me put this new blog and then see how will I score. 100%. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting. But yeah, this is 100% probably AI. But for example, if I edit and maybe let me add analogies. Let me add some grammatical errors and many more. Yeah, get results. So by just putting some grammatical errors here and there, it has reduced from 100% to most probably 91% AI generated. But my advice for you, if it's not if it's not um, fully AI prohibited, please use AI. Most organizations, they don't care at all if it's AI generated or not. If you want it to be your own story, what I would suggest is start by drafting, and then after drafting, just feed into AI, just tell it, oh, I've worked on this document, please find if it's AI generated or not. Or no, not AI generated. Please correct grammars and add in some few things, and it's going to be less AI generated. I've done that for my assignments. I think what I do for my assignments mostly is I write what I think, I write what I believe, and the percentage that I think, maybe when I'm doing maybe my research and everything, I feed in my percentage and everything, my data that I have. I write my own stuff. It's messy. It's doesn't make sense. Past tense, future tense, everything is just in together. And then I just feed into AI and I say, can you grammatically correct this and maybe add in things that you need, things that you need, to think we need and everything. And then he usually gives me proper good curated and so AI obvious information. So I hope I've answered your question. Okay. I hope I have answered your questions, guys. And the time is, whoa, it's gone. So, guys, I wanted to introduce you to this tool called Zapier. So Zapier, we are not going to have time to go through Zapier, but it's such an automation tool that is oof, on the next level. So you can, for me, what I usually do with Zapier, I link it my Google Form with Gmail, and it helps me to get every person who just subscribe, put on maybe filled in the form maybe for my classes. Gmail recognize that person and send a personalized email for them. Let's say personalized email is not, hey, thank you for responding, that kind of email. No, it's like, for example, it's Nancy. Hey, Nancy, how are you doing today? Okay, I have seen your application and everything. These are the details. And you think it's me who wrote it. It's not me, it's AI. So you can link it Google Sheet with Gmail. You can link it with Google Calendar. Let me show you people who uses um, people who uses social media a lot. You can link it Facebook to Google Sheet. Can you imagine? So every person who is texting you, or maybe you have sent people like Joy who do social media campaign, when you send in a campaign and people are responding to Facebook, you can record their information directly to your Google Sheets. You see every person who texted, who wanted to know more things that they were asking for. And on top of that, there is a message that is being sent to them that is personalized, and they will think it's you, and it's not you. Maybe we will get this next time. We will think on how we can do it. But yeah, I think um, we'll find time. Maybe next Saturday or maybe next month. We are going to just be talking about Zapier alone. Okay. All right. So I hope you guys, this has been insightful. Maybe let's get a comment or two before we can now call it a day. I am personally tired. And what of using the humanizing AI? Does it work? Yeah. I've never gotten into this problem where you have to humanize your work or you have to, to AI check. But because where I work, the things I do, actually, if you are not using AI, you are really far more behind. They will be looking at you and be like, what? So I have not gotten to, apart from school, I've not gotten to a point of using humanizing AI, but I think it's something worth checking. Yes, I think it's something worth checking. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Joy. So maybe let's get a comment. How was this? Was it too challenging? Was it too basic? I was afraid of am I teaching ChatGPT again? Or is it too basic? Is it too challenging? Of course, we were able to tackle level one only and then Q&A session. We're not able to go through Zapier, which is a bit more advanced. So how was it for you? And thank you, Jafet. Yes. Thank you. How was it for you? Was it good? Have you learned something? And are you ready? Are you pumped for next time when we are sending something? Now it's going to be properly Zapier only. Yes.
Thank you so much, Stefan.
Thank you, Nancy. Hope you learned something. Did you?
Um,
Thank you. That was good. Thank you, Mercy.
Uh,
It was a great
so,
session. Thank
I
you.
appreciated learning about the project.
Yes.
Sounds really good. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So I hope I'm not closing to on anyone here. Good. So this is not what I expected for us to cover, but the good thing is we are still alive. Thank God. So there will be a next time. The next time though is going to be properly and fully Zapier and Notion and how can you automate your workflow. Today was a bit introductory, but now we are going to go into workflow. How can you be receiving emails and answering straight, like directly without you going to type the email? And then how can you send notification to your WhatsApp? Like WhatsApp will get a notification, or this document needs to be done, you need to send this document. People who uses Notion like me or Trello for project management, how can you now deal with all of those things? So we are going to be tackling that as well. So stay tuned, maybe next Saturday or the other Saturday. Yeah, I will see about my schedule. So thank you so much. It's been an honor to have you guys. Um, I don't know if everyone here is a believer,